I purchased a storage unit a couple of years ago, and all these marbles were in a couple of jars, and I ended up leaving them at my parents' house, and they dropped them off on my front porch a couple of days ago. So before I either put them in a fish tank or throw them away, I don't know anything about them. I figured I would do a real, well, maybe not a quick video, but a video, and maybe somebody will know something about them. If somebody sees this video, they're welcome to use the video however they want, including making a video of this video, because I know nothing about them. So what I was going to do is sort of just at least go through a couple, if I can get this camera down closer. See, so I'm just yellow and orange. So all I'm going to do is just put a bunch of them in bags and sort of identify them, or at least so I can find them if somebody says, so this is going to be bag number 1. Now, some of them, like this one here, is very heavy compared to this one here. I got a little measuring tape, or measuring device. So this is 7/8, no, 61/64. So, and it, over here, see if you can see that. I can't see it. Okay, so this one weighs 0.71 grams, or ounces. This one weighs 1.45 ounces, and they're exactly the same size. This one here, it's not magnetic, or it's not metal. I tried magnet on it, it didn't do anything. It's very heavy. Anyway, don't know. This one here, brown. It's not completely round. 51/64. It weighs 0.39. Whoops. It was in this little bag. I'm not sure. It was in this little bag. There's some others that were in little bags too, but this one was in here. I don't know what it is. So that's, we'll call that one number 1. I've lost track of these others. Now there's some of these here. Kind of look the same. This one's slightly different. It's also bigger. This one is one inch, basically. This one. So they're the same. We'll call this number 2, 3, and 4. And there are, these things here are really big. And they're heavy. One in 11:30 seconds, or something like that. I have a tendency to, in terms of millimeters, it's 34. Basically 34 millimeters. 2 of them. Now, there's a whole bunch of these little brown balls. Some of them are quite big. Yeah. And they're not round. Those are small. This is a 32 millimeters. Both of them. Right, so that's another, we'll keep them all, that's still going to be bag 1. Here's got, I don't know what color it is. This is really big, looks like a rock. Actually has the inside of it. .84 millimeters. Big. I don't know if even some marble. It might be a rock, not called a marble. This one also is very big. Got a couple of dings on it. a few of these. I don't know what you don't call them. The swirl things. A little different. Same thing. And this kind, it's kind of, it's got, I don't know if they're new, if they're old. I mean, I don't care. I certainly didn't buy this storage unit for this reason. I probably wouldn't have bought it for these. I'm not a collector at all. When in doubt, I throw it out. I mean, I can't get a $50 rebate turned in on a cell phone. I definitely would not sit there and mess around with a nickel. So, but at the same time, I'm frugal, and so I can't throw something away until I know that it's not worth anything. I hate to throw away the a decent. So there's just keep those in the same one. Pick up some more blue ones over here. Probably all the same. This one, I think I already had this one like a minute ago. The yellow slip. Guess you can always look at the time on these things on the video to identify them. If you know what one of these are, pick up some more blue ones. Okay, we'll change too. These are all bigger. This has got a little ding on it right there. More. Same size as the bigger ones. No idea. Kind of cool looking. Although I don't collect anything, I also don't throw much away. So I have a tendency to, I'd put it in a closet if I didn't know what the value was. Now this one here, but there's little sisters of these things. There's a bunch of these. So they obviously aren't worth anything because there's clearly a ton of them. There's probably half a dozen more of them. This one's a little different color. Alright. These aren't, well, these are, there's some right next to them. This one here is a little different. So it's a little bit smaller too. That's a little bit different color. Okay, put those down. Now there's some weird ones here that are, they aren't round. These aren't actually round. They kind of maybe look like it in the, they're not round. This one, they're very light too. Probably aren't even marbles. Probably pieces of candy, they're just old. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, anyway. This kind, speckled. Ugly. These are kind of neat. These are all little ones too. I don't know how well this thing focuses in. My hands are really up and outside working on my lathe. That's I don't know what color that is. It might be a really dark blue in there. I'm sure they probably all have names, but or maybe they don't. Maybe they're just they're probably brand new marbles and they're like every other marble in the world. I knew nothing about them. I think I showed you some of those a minute ago. This one's different. Can't tell, but these are actually clear. I mean, they're not, well, I guess not clear, that's not the right word. This one has a little bump on him. But he's like, it's not like a broken bump, it's a, like where it was almost processed, it has a little bump. This one's green, can't really tell that either. Really dark green going through it. If you put a light behind it, I'm sure it'll shine right through. You do that. Alright. I don't know. I'm already tired of doing this, so I'm not going to make it much longer. Maybe I'll just take my camera and scan over them real quick. That's what I think I'll do is, I don't hold the cameras very straight, so what I'll do is I'll just... Of course, I'll never be able to identify them. Somebody said, oh, there's a valuable one. It's the third one from the left on the blah blah blah. At 11 minutes and 12 seconds. Move the light a little bit. That looks weird. When I was looking through the camera, it looked like an eye was looking at me. This one looks weird too, so look through the camera. Huh. All these, all the same. These are orange. When you look at them close up, they're just orange inside of them. They're just more clear. I'm using a phone. My other phone, I broke the camera on it, so I'm using a phone that doesn't have the service. So it's probably wanting me to log in. Big ones. A whole bunch of big ones here. They're probably all new virals. Who knows? Who knows? What else? Weird gray ones. No color in that at all. Okay. Move that one closer. There's some little ones, really little ones. Very small, tiny. Also some real small ones over here. You can't probably see it. I'll move this. When I take it off here, I'm gonna get shot. I wasn't seeing. These are super small, and they're not round. Probably can't tell. No one has any probably has no idea. Those are all big, very big marbles. Okay, well, we could keep going on and 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 on. So, I think we'll get on to the fish different way. I think they're probably just normal marbles. Alright, that's it. If anybody knows what they are, or if they maybe have a kid that wants to... Oh, that one has actually a picture on it. Listen. Yes. Won't focus on it. It's a picture of a, I don't know, a guy with a little girl or something with a little black face and holding her red boobs with long hair. No idea. Probably some cartoon character, I don't know what it is. Alright. I'm going to put this on, or I'm going to put a link to it on one of the marble sites, and maybe somebody can tell me, so that way I can either get rid of them or give them to some kid so they can start a collection. I'd be happy to do that too, so if they were actually something somebody would want to collect. Just not for me. I'm just going to shoot them in a slingshot. except I don't have one of those. All right, that's good enough. If anyone has any idea what I got, I'd appreciate some knowledge from people who know, because I sure as hell don't know anything about them. Sorry about the focus. This thing doesn't like to focus on the glass. What if I brought them in closer? Ooh.